Hey everybody, this is Dan from iPadjailbreak.com. I have the iPad 3 closer to you here in the video, and the iPad 2 is further back, as you can see from the LTE. I've turned them both off, and I've selected 10 episodes of Dexter to download to run my batteries down on both these. You can see they're still both plugged in right now, and just about ready to unplug them and start the test here. So I selected 10 episodes of Dexter from season 3, I believe, and I'm going to go ahead and play one here too to help run the battery down a little quicker. So I'm downloading and playing an episode, a video here. And as you can see, the iPad 2 is the one on the right. It has already got one episode done. And the iPad 3 on the left, they're both at 96%, but the iPad 3 has not yet downloaded an episode. So now we're at 92, and I'm going to run this for a little while here. You can see the episodes sliding around on the upper right corner of the video, or on the screen. So now we have 6 left on iPad 2 and 8 left on the iPad 3. We're going to run this down a little bit further. The battery percentages are staying pretty close. As much as we can trust those, I guess. So now on the iPad 2 on the right, we're down to 3 episodes, and we're on 5 episodes right now on the iPad 3 in front. Both hanging around 30%. The iPad 2 is a little bit ahead on the percentage-wise. I'll run it down to 10% here on the iPad 3. Get our warning. Look at the iPad 3, which is on the left still, has 2 episodes left, and the iPad 2 was all done with all 10. So I went ahead and selected 3 more episodes from season 5, I believe, to download. They're each about 1.6 gigabytes. So we're down to about 12 or 13% on the iPad 2 when the iPad 3 turns off. We have, as it is showing, the LTE and 1% there, and we're at 13% on the iPad 2. So we have 3 left, and we're almost done with the 4th one there, and we're down to 2 on the iPad 2. As you can see, the power turned off there. Now I'm going to go ahead and recharge these. They're both at 1 or 2% here. The iPad 3 is again in the front, and the iPad 2 is in the back. We'll run through here. About an hour goes by. And so we got 17% on the iPad 2, 18, and then we got 10% on the iPad 3 in the front. Going to run through another 45 minutes or so. I got 32% on the iPad 2 in the back and 18 on the iPad 3. As you can see, we're up to 54% on the iPad 2, and the iPad 3 is at 32. Now we're at the 2-hour point, we're at 66% and 39% on the iPad 3. Now we're at the 3-hour point almost, and at 87% on the iPad 2 and 54% on the iPad 3. On the iPad 2 we're at 93%, and the iPad 3 we're at 63%. Now we're coming up on 4 hours, and we got 97% on the iPad 2 and 70% on the iPad 3. As you can see, the iPad 2 is fully charged here. It was about just under 4 hours that it got fully charged, and we're running through another hour or so here, and we're up to 94% on the iPad 3. As you can see, it takes a little longer to charge your iPad. Go ahead and drop a comment on iPadjailbreak.com or on our YouTube channel at iPadjailbroken. Be sure to subscribe to our videos. Thanks.